Who doesn't love fudge, but when you mix it with cookies and cream, it takes it to the next level. G'day, welcome to Todd's Kitchen. Everyone loves fudge and there are so many recipes out there, literally hundreds. And this one's a very simple one, yet very delicious. So join me today as I make my version of a cookies and cream fudge. And don't forget to check out toddskitchen.com for my fantastic merchandise. Now to start this fudge recipe off, we're going to use a pot on the stove on a low to medium heat. So into that pot, I'm going to place in 1 cup of brown sugar. Now I'm sure you'll be asking, do you have to use brown sugar? No, you can use white sugar, but the taste is far, far better. And of course, if you can't find brown sugar in your area, I'll leave a link in the description below to my how-to playlist where you will find my recipe on how to make your own brown sugar. Then to that, I'm going to add in 125 grams of butter, followed by 1 whole can or about 400 grams of sweetened condensed milk. And you're probably thinking, well, this is a lot of sugar, but well, that's what fudge is. And then finally, roughly 2 tablespoons of glucose syrup, or it's also referred to as corn syrup. And this just helps stabilize all the sugars. Now, again, if you can't find this in your area, you will find it in the playlist at the end of the video or in the description on how to make your own glucose syrup. I've literally made everything. So if there's low to medium heat, just keep on stirring everything. And we're just going to keep on doing this just until it's all dissolved and it's lump free. Okay, so as you can see, everything is nicely dissolved and it's just started to simmer. So now we're going to let this sit here and simmer away for exactly 8 minutes. And that'll just help cook the sugar, so while it's setting, it's going to set nice and firm. So let it simmer away on this low simmer for 8 minutes, no more, no less. Okay, so it's been 8 minutes, and as you can see, when you use a spatula there and just how it leaves that gap in between momentarily, that means it's done and it's ready. So just take this straight off the heat. Okay, so now with our fudge mixture off the heat, next I'm going to add in 200 grams of milk chocolate and just give that a good stir through until the chocolate has completely melted. Okay, so that's exactly what you're after. See how the chocolate is now completely melted, and doesn't that look delicious? Makes you just want to eat it right now if it just wasn't so hot. Now lastly, I got just over half a standard packet of Oreo cookies that I've just lightly chopped up. So we're just going to place that into the mix. Now feel free to use a little bit more or a little bit less, it's up to you, but I find just over half a packet is just the right consistency. So we're just going to just gently fold that in. We don't want to over mix it, just so everything's covered. So lastly, I've just got a baking tray here. I've just lined it with some non-stick baking paper. So just simply pour your mixture into our lined baking dish. Okay, so once that's all done, we're simply going to let that sit here at room temperature for about half an hour till it cools down a bit more, and then place it into the fridge for a good 6 hours to completely set. And as a word of advice, try not to stick your finger in there during that time to get a taste test, because this really does smell delicious. Okay, so our fudge is fresh out of the fridge and it is completely set. So all that's left now is to cut it up into our desired slices. And just look at that delicious cookies and cream fudge. Now, once sliced up, we have this delicious and creamy and smooth cookies and cream fudge. Now, I recommend that you keep it in the fridge in a sealed container until it's ready to serve. But when you have a mixture of that lovely creamy fudge chocolate mixed in with those Oreo cookies that turn it into that lovely cookies and cream, and of course you don't have to use Oreos, you can use a similar type of cookie, it's up to you. But no matter what type of cream cookies you use, either way, this cookies and cream fudge is going to taste simply delish.